Hello? Hello. Hey everybody, happy Monday. Welcome to the start of another week as we find ourselves here in the beautiful world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. And tonight...
I feel the need.
we do!
Need for speed.
Did there be on?
Ow!
Jesus. I need to get, I used to actually have, I don't know what I did with it. I used to have like the Top Gun leather jacket. Where did that ever go? Sometimes that was all I want. Anyway, you're very welcome aboard. And tonight, it's the bonus round of the bonus round. And, here we are tonight. And we're going to be flying in a Fiat. Damn it, Dale, a Fiat. It's a Fiat, the G.91. And, this aircraft got released some time ago. And I tell you, I've flown it back in the day. And that was it. I remember Catbat used to fly this quite a lot. He used to love it. But when we're talking about kind of the iconic jets, well, this one absolutely earns its space there because it's definitely not one of the well-known aircraft, right? I mean, a Fiat jet, get out of town. But the history around this thing and the series of unfortunate...
This baby hits 88 miles per hour.
Right?
You're gonna see some serious shit.
The series of unfortunate events that kind of came with this, right? If there was a number 13 plane, it was this. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, we do have a flight plan tonight. Tonight is the night of the incorrect ICAO codes. Thank you, Energizer and Viper Strike and everyone else who said, Murphy, you got it wrong, you scuttling idiot. And I said, right, I'm that's why I'm in charge. So I can make these mistakes and then regret them. But anyway, wait and hear this. Our flight tonight, it's almost like poetry now, lads. Do you know? A Fiat in Scandinavia. If this was like, a Bob Ross painting, right? Yeah, right. Anyway, the Fiat G.91 is a jet fighter aircraft designed and built by the Italian manufacturer Fiat Aviazione, which later merged into Air Italia. Right? The G.91 had its origins with the NATO-organised NBMR. As I disappear my entire screen because, I'm a nuppet. Muppet. The NBMR is very simple. It stands for NATO Basic Military Requirement. Basic military requirement. There's something kind of cool about this aircraft. We'll get about that now in a second. I'll tell you all about it, right? But anyway, the competition started back in 1953, which sought a light fighter bomber. Officially, the competition was seeking a lightweight strike fighter to be adopted as a standard equipment across the air forces of the various NATO nations. Effectively, what they wanted to do, they wanted to say, right now, NATO members, right, we want you to build this exact aircraft. And the reasons being, well, it actually made quite a lot of sense. I mean, from the logistics, the spare parts, the repairing, the accessibility, the training, and the familiarization, if you like, from all the NATO nations able to operate in one particular aircraft. This thing actually had, there was a lot of, you know what I mean? It ticked a lot of boxes, right? But anyway, the G.91 was specifically designed to fulfill the requirements of this competition, being relatively lightweight and capable of operating from the austere airstrips while also being armoured and suitably armed whilst remaining relatively affordable in comparison to many other frontline fighters. On the 9th of August 1956, the prototype conducted its maiden flight, and after reviewing multiple submissions, the G.91 was picked as the winning design for the NBMR1 competition. The Italians went absolutely bananas over this one, right? I mean, think of your biggest Italian celebration, and I don't mean like the Baggio brothers. Right? They were all giving it socks, these lads, because the Italians won what they thought was going to be the best contract ever. They would get to manufacture the aircraft or indeed sell the franchises to the aircraft to every NATO member, right? Anyway, tonight we're going to depart Bodø. Pronunciations now to any of our friends who live in the regions, of Scandinavia, be it your Finland, Sweden, all these neck of the woods. I'm not going to do a good job here, but I'll make it sound convincing, and those who don't know any better will say, yeah, that sounds about right, Murph. So we're going to be departing Bodø and Echo November Bravo Oscar in Norway, and we're going to head across to Kiruna Airport Echo Sierra November Quebec, Echo Sierra November Quebec, Echo Sierra November Quebec. See how I got there in the end. Jesus, that's in Sweden. Then we're going to roundel over to Tromsø Airport, Echo November Tango Charlie for our second stop, take on a bit of fuel. Then we're going to head over to the NATO facility of the Andøya Airport, Echo November Alpha November. We're going to check out the nearby Andenes Lighthouse, or maybe it's just Andenes. It's a lighthouse in the same. We're going to check it out. As we overfly the airport, we might even do a touch and go if we're feeling particularly festive, you know. And finally, we're going to track to the southwest to make a full stop landing at Leknes Airport. Leknes Airport, Echo November Lima Kilo, and that's going to be a full stop landing. So I'll bring over this gadget. So this is how it looks, right? So we're down here at a place called ENBO. Yes, that's the ICAO code. And we are going to depart this region and we're going to head over to this bit, ESNQ. Once we get here, be mindful of the terrain. We're going to ramble north over some beautiful mountainous regions and we're going to land in this hidden little area of Tromsø. Now this neck of the wall, all this region here, wasn't it near Tromsø that they scuttled the turpits? Or am I absolutely waffling? Then it's over to ENAN, which is the Andenes place, and the lighthouse is just up here. And then we're going to circle all the way back, heading down to the south until we get down to Ha, Echo November Lima Kilo. So it's a nice kind of a half kind of a circle, kind of a place, without making it too circled. It's more of a square. But that's what we're going to do, right? So what I want to chat to you about, as I said, is this aircraft and, you know, the ideas of getting it built. And then we're going to chat about, you know, what they managed to do in the simulator to bring this aircraft to life. Because, well, I'm going to be honest, only that Microsoft Flight Sim has a developer called Skunk who developed this aircraft for the sim. I would have known very little about it. I think it's in War Thunder, right? But I wouldn't have known anything about it. And here's the interesting thing. Think about it now. Back in the 50s, you know, let's go back to the 50s. And we just want to laugh at your little... Oh, no, we just want to laugh a little at your pronunciations. It's just fine. Right. This aircraft, imagine, right? Imagine all the lads in NATO saying, right, we want one type of airplane, mass-produced, and this is going to be our official aircraft, if you like, right? Now, this has succeeded in other elements of kind of NATO systems before. For example, ball ammunition, 5.56mm NATO. It's designed to work with any of the small arms fire or small arms ammunitions that are used by kind of NATO members. If you're outside of NATO, well, the ammunition tends to be a little bit different, right? So there was elements that would make all these things work. It also worked in relation to some fuel. It works for some ATC, some radar technology, even guided missiles. There are NATO standards in which manufacturers will build their products to that specification, enabling then, you know, the use of ease throughout, whatever. This aircraft had some serious competition of the day. One of them coming from Holland with the NAT. We all remember the NAT, the Red Arrows flew that thing. That was one of them, right? And there was another one then. The French had a fantastic aircraft in there as well. Now, looking at this airplane, those of you with the trained and skilled eye, well, it looks very similar to the American-made F-86 Sabre. In fact, it was also called its aerodynamically non-identical twin of the Sabre. And there's good call for that, because, you see, Air Italia and Fiat had a license to work on the Sabre aircraft when they were deployed in Europe, which is very interesting. So they knew a thing or two about it. And well, the Italians being the Italians said, sure, we'll just build our own version of it. And that's precisely what they did. The aircraft was not supersonic, right? So it was a subsonic aircraft. It wasn't designed to carry an awful lot of munitions. It wasn't terribly fast. It wasn't terribly maneuverable. It was just okay. It was a good all-rounder. And that's important. It was a good all-rounder. And that's what they were going for. It didn't require, you know, many spare parts. And when we talk about the parts, well, think about it, right? The landing gear, for example, well, they're French. The engine is that of the Olympus engine, which was built by Siddeley in England. The avionics, most of them were Italian and Spanish. And the rivets and the design of the fuselage, so that's an American design. So in terms of getting spare parts and equipment for this aircraft, well, it was relatively easy, which, again, makes the whole thing very, very interesting, right? This was designed to be rough and ready. It could take off from grass or unprepared runways. It didn't need massive lengths to get in and out of action. In terms of the airframe itself, you know, it's a child of the 50s. There's no speed brakes. It does have a parachute that's deployable. In terms of its range and operational capabilities, it was just okay. It wasn't next level. It wasn't a generation above what was already there. This thing just was a reliable aircraft. And for the Italians of all, for the Italians to make, you know, a workhorse as opposed to, what's the difference between a workhorse and what's the name of it? You know, a fancy horse. You have a workhorse and then you have a fancy horse, but there's a better name than fancy horse. Do you know what I want? Thoroughbred. Well, is it? No, a stallion. A stallion. Brilliant, Ozymandias. A stallion. Yes. This wasn't quite the stallion that the Italians were known for, right? It was a workhorse, right? A show horse, yeah, show pony. But it was interesting that the Italians managed to do something like this, because typically you think of Italian aircraft or Italian cars, fashion, food, you know, history. It's all terribly fancy. This thing was anything but. It was very functional. Designed to get in and out, strike fast, and get out fast. That was the idea. And even, you know, when it came to the capabilities of the combat side of this aircraft, they'd fly in a 2 or 4 ship formation. They would fly to the targeting zone. They would drop their munitions and they'd hightail it off, rearm, refuel, and then get back into action again. They weren't designed to stay in a combat area or a hot zone. They were designed to get in, drop, get out. Think of the close order, what do we call it? Close order air support. That was the idea. And this is something that kind of came from the Second World War onwards. I mean, that's where the whole tactic came from. It was close air support. They can call them in relatively close to enemy lines or to the front line, because they didn't need massive airports. They didn't need all the ground support. These things could be flown into areas relatively kind of makeshift, close to the front lines, fly into battle, do the maneuver, and then get out of town again. Pretty mad, right? So, very, very interesting. Right, straight away, it's very, very interesting. However, we then talk about the series of unfortunate events, because in and around the same time, when we look at other aircraft that were being produced, and, well, how good did this aircraft actually do? When we consider NATO is made up of so many countries today, but even back then, the major players were, you know, West Germany, France, Italy, England, America, a ton of them, right? This thing didn't really see an awful lot of action. The Germans were the main ones who took this aircraft on, as did the Italians. The French had a few, you know, some of the Nordic countries had a few, but that was kind of outside any remit that they had with NATO. The British flew, I think, a handful. And the Americans, would you believe it, only picked up 2 of these to give them a full kind of, are they any good? Are they only good? That's it. Evaluation. They got 2, I think 4 in total, 2 of each variant. Which is kind of sad, but you have to realise, well, why was that? Now, these things did fly with other air forces, don't get me wrong. Portugal, for example, flew an absolute heap of these, as did, you know, Greece. But in terms of the countries that were doing all the heavy lifting, the Italians, well, the Germans were their biggest customer. They were flying the most of these, and the French did a few as well. But what other aircraft were being produced or, you know, being worked on in and around the same time? Well, in the 1950s, there was a game changer afoot. And that was in the realm of VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing, which presented a brand new way of air support to support. Most notably was the Harrier. The Harrier was an absolute game changer. Why? Well, the thing could take off from a car park, right? Back of a truck if you needed to. Which changed, you know, it changed the rule books, right? It just changed the rule books. So this thing kind of came out at the wrong time. Do you know what I mean? It was like, yes, it's going to be brilliant. It's almost little bit like, you know, a DC-6 or even the Connie. The absolute pivot of the pivotal stage of that technology and capability, and the idea, like, it's a genius idea. But then the jets came along. And for this particular aircraft, a second-gen fighter or strike aircraft, well, the third-generator stuff started appearing, which was very, very interesting. Plus, they also then had supersonic aircraft coming into the mix. One such heavy bomber, of course, being the Vulcan. But there's a lot of these ideas when it comes to the wing. And if you notice the shape of this wing, well, it's a very kind of swept-back Delta design wing. And this was all the rage. However, These things were like, you know, the baby steps of what they were trying to move toward. This wasn't a full Delta. You know, the wing design on this, albeit very unique, you know, the likes of the Concorde, the Vulcan, and everything else that came out with that iconic Delta-shaped wing. Well, this was kind of the start of it. But again, it's so close to the Sabre, it's frightening. I mean, it's so close to the Sabre. If you saw one of these things flying, you'd say, "Oh, that's a Sabre," you know. So, the aircraft we have here is from Skunk Works. These guys brought out some really nice aircraft. This was the first one they launched in Microsoft Flight Sim. They also brought out the is it the Starfighter, the 104, the TF-104G. They brought out that, and they have a handful of other bits and bobs in the sim as well. This one, it's an old classic. It's an old classic. Now, there are some limitations with it, don't get me wrong. And when Skunk Works, I think that's the developer. I'm almost certain that's the developer. Let's have a quick look here, Murph. Yes. So if we look at the lineup of the other aircraft these guys have released, right? So they brought us out at Microsoft Flight Sim the Lockheed FRF 104, right? The TF 104, the G.91, and then they brought us out the Sia Marchetti. Now, the Marchetti got a bit of a kind of a kick in the arse by me because I kind of said, lads, what have you done, right? Considering how good this airplane is versus what we got in the Marchetti. And the reason why I want to say how good this aircraft is, this aircraft, not only did it come with brand new features that we didn't see in Microsoft Flight Sim when it came out, but it also came out with a massive flight manual. In fact, there are 198 pages taken from the original aircraft, which gives you a ton of reference material to read in and learn about the systems and what the aircraft could and couldn't do. I really like the way they've included this. It also comes with its own checklists, functional checklists, and then we have some of the hints and tips when it comes to flying the aircraft inside of Microsoft Flight Sim. It's a nice kind of a touch, right? So if anyone is thinking about getting this aircraft, well, I can tell you, it's not terribly expensive. It's not terribly cheap. If you go to simmarket.com, it's in euro with taxes, it's €24.60. However, if you go to Contrail, it's €23.80. So you can save yourself 80 cents. Not sure what you can get with that, but you know what I mean. So we're going to go through all the paces, start it up, and we're going to go flying and just see what this aircraft is capable of. You'll notice that we do have munitions, right? And okay, there is an external loader that'll put these munitions in place for you. Which was ingenious because this was the start of third-party developers managing to get their stuff into the sim, technically by not putting it into the sim. Does that make sense? So you can have weapons displayed in this thing. Now, they don't do much, but you can have weapons displayed on it, you know? So when we, you know, if you wanted to compare this, because we're here in, you know, Scandinavia, the style of this airplane in terms of its capabilities and its ruggedness, you could compare it very much to the likes of the Sabre. You could also compare it to something like a Saab Viggen, because, well, that thing, spare parts, all you need is a hammer and a bit of oil. I mean, that thing was friggin' invincible. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to go flying. If you're on the fence, should you have this aircraft in your virtual hangar, well, perhaps tonight will be some sort of an indication to say, yeah, I like it. Or it'll be like, no, you're grand. Do you know what I mean? So with that said, friends, well, we're going to ramble here into the chat. I'm dead late, but don't worry about it. We'll catch up. So if you've already said hello and I've missed you, hello, you're very welcome to our viewers on YouTube, which I think we're live. I hope we're live. I pressed the button a while ago. We should be live. Yeah, we're live. Hello, YouTube. You're looking well. And everyone here on Twitch, how are you, lads? And a very happy Monday to you. So now, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to do one of these. So into the chat, I've loads of people here. I can see now, if I miss anyone, just start shouting. You know, Dougal is here. Zybok calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. Spitfire RAF 100 is in the chat. Good to see you. Tarnish Mossman. Jesus, did you have his CTD already? Energizer is here. It's good to see you. Good to see you. See, I couldn't even say your name without getting something wrong. Jesus. Murph, you're going to take 50 minutes to greet us. Not at all, Super Typhon. I'll be lightning fast. She won't even feel it. Viper Strike is here. It's good to see you. Got your DM. Zybok, yes. Gibbo Ireland is here. The mad devil hiding in the bushes. Good to see you, Gibbo. Hope you're well, man. Wombat49 is here in the chat. Good day to you, mate. Hope all is well. Now we're catching up. Renoir is here. It's good to see you. Robert J56 is in the house. A Wild Muse fan. Good to see you, man. You're looking well. Who else is there? All sorts of bejesus now, lads. It's going to be happening now. Hemming Bird is here. It's good to see you. Super Typhon, you're very welcome in. Big Al over on YouTube. Good to see you, my guy. Hope you're keeping very well indeed. Let me see. Antonio, welcome in. I was a soldier in the Portuguese Air Force in the late 1980s. The Fiat was the best, and some Portuguese squadrons won some NATO competitions with them. That's awesome news. I love that about the internet. Here we are. Well, here I am, sitting in Ireland, chatting about an airplane, and now we have someone from Portugal, not only who knows the aircraft, but was involved with the aircraft. Antonio, you're very welcome in, and thank you so much for sharing, and keep the information flowing. We want to know all about it. What did it taste like? No, wait, no. What did it smell like? No, wait, no. What did it... But you know what I mean? But you're very welcome in. Great. Now let me see. Space Debris, good to see you. Welcome in. Sterling, welcome aboard. Stick Figure is here. Cian Lafford, I came in and heard that this thing can take off in a grass runway. Is there something in the water? Cian, it's totally sound, lads. Totally grand. Is a donkey a workhorse, word lad? Well, it depends. Have the G.91 been updated lately? Is it made by Azure Poly? No, so it's made by Skunk Works. Hasn't got an update in quite some time, but I don't think it doesn't need much. The sounds are a little bit kind of, Vacuum is here again. Good to see you, Vacuum. Hope all is well. Husker Do is here. Sean Dale, happy Monday to you. Did I say Black Ice Gabe here? Gabe, are you flying in your new machine tonight? You know, the machine. No Undies McGee is here. Murph, is it true the Irish invented VTOL? Oh God, yeah. Jesus, yeah. We were flat out doing that. Let me see. Oh, someone hit an alert earlier on and it didn't play because I was busy, so I need to do this.
Hello there.
Hello there. And P.S. Miranda is here as well. It's good to see you. Zaiti, good to see you. The Irish invented everything. Zaiti, the pictures you put up on Discord earlier on, I could have sworn that was the Irish Air Corps training with DCS. I was like, wait, what? Do you know? Canoe Head, it's good to see you, man. You're very welcome aboard. And yeah, lads, I'm in a hoop tonight with the chat, but sure, we'll get there. Let me see now. NM Flyer, Robin, good to see you, man. He's over on YouTube. You're very welcome in. Brett is here as well. Hey, Brett. Hope you're well. Now, we're catching up here to raise some knots. Alison Johnson is here in the chat over there. Hello. Welcome in, Ali. How are you? Did you see the Lego, Ali? Did you see it on Discord? Brilliant. I was trying to say, Jesus, imagine if they made me into a Lego character. You know, I could do the hand thing. Kinda. You know? I'd need a giant head, though. I'd need 2 heads. 3. No, 2. Mallet head. Wonder could you get a mallet on your head? Or IGL knows him is here. Was that a knock? Did you hear a knock? Hello? I could be hearing things again, lads. Wouldn't be the first time. Yes. I often kind of disappear into conversation with myself. Donkey is a jack. Wait, what? Black Eyes is indeed flying on the new machine. Awesome news. Toto is here. You're very welcome in. MDA Rambles. Hello. Welcome in, MDA. Good to see you. Night's Ep is here. Good to see you as well. G Slayer, you're very welcome aboard. Now, let me see. The, Jesus. Is it the Gigliotis? Or is it the Gigliotis? Very welcome. Good to see you. Welcome in. Can't pronounce the name. Therefore, you're doing something right. Alpha What Now is here. It needs an update. The sounds are crap. The cold and dark start is poor, and there's no vapor effects. The default VR camera position is awful. The freeware Hawker Hunters are vastly superior. Well, on that bombshell, we'll change our aircraft. Jesus, Alpha What Now? But probably, we're going to find that out now for a second. Now, any must-have mods that's on Black Friday sale, we'll be checking those out on Wednesday. Professor Siege, good evening. Night Zep, good evening. I think I'm catching up. Lads. We did all right, didn't we? I think we did. If I forget anyone now, just start shouting. Do you know what I mean? Airborne Rookie is good to see as well. Hope all is well with you. Mike says hello from Athlone. Hello from Tipperary. How's she cutting? Now, who's this down the bottom there? Jesus, I can't even... Oh, Hummer is here. Good to see it. Why is that background blue? I can't see a thing. Blind, lads. But it's all right. We'll figure it out together. Right, so shall we... Gelati, like ice cream. Brilliant. See, I can pronounce things because I'm a Muppet. Oh, Jesus. Right. Right. You're very welcome in, Gelati. I knew I'd get there eventually. I didn't really. Eagle Airways. Oh, good man yourself, Aaron. Welcome in. Right, lads, let's check out this thing. So, from the exterior, we had a quick look there now, right? And if it is the case that the aircraft needs an update, well, I'm not here to sell it. I don't get any cut from this. I'm just telling you, it looks cool. It's a fair bit of features. And provided there's no kind of game-breaking bugs, well, perhaps you'd consider it. That's all. Now, let me see. So, as we can see, well, we have chocks in their position. Yes, they're looking fairly nice. Nice details on the airplane as well. There's some kind of weird-looking textures, but overall, I think it's done quite good. The FPS of this aircraft is very good. We can see that we have extended fuel tanks already on. If we ramble in underneath where the stairs are, you can see into the undercarriage bay. And yeah, look, there's a bit of stuff going on there. There's some nice textures, right? It's not terrible. So let's have a look now. Like some of the writing here is a little kind of right. It gets a little kind of worn out, but if you move back far enough, well, it looks the absolute part, doesn't it? Beware of intake. No, right. So I think, you know, visually, the developer's done a great job here. It looks great on the outside, and I think they've managed that with all their aircraft. It looks brilliant, you know. From like 10 miles away, it looks ouch. You are being harsh, but sure, listen, it's okay. If Murph got a commission on plane sales, he could give up streaming and retire to the Costa del Sol. The last version of the Fiat G.91 was 3.1.2, May 16th, 2023. Jesus, I hope this is the one I have, even though the manual is old. You know what I mean? No updates since ages. Balut is here, good to see you. Well, according to Goblin Zeus, this thing got updated back in May, lads. Nothing wrong with that, is there? Nothing at all wrong with that. So, let's go in and have a look, right? Let's go in and have a look. So, the exterior, well, it looks the job, doesn't it? It is pretty, lads. Now, if you want to kind of change stuff, if you want to change, like, the munitions, there's an external program. Well, there's two ways to do it, but you can open up this external program. This lives inside the aircraft file, by the way, right? And you can go into here and you can say, right, well, sure, look, make it clean. Load it. And now it's clean. Or you can say, well, sure, look, give us a whole load of stuff. Give us some of these won't load, actually, look. Interesting. You can load napalm onto the thing, if you wanted to. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, look, she won't load some of the stuff. And then we have the cover. All right, okay, so we'll close that. There's another way to get into this. I'm going to go into the aircraft cockpit, right? A May update, not bad, better than some. Yeah, absolutely. Spicy bombs, yeah. So if you want to bring up this menu, see the little bag up here in the cockpit, just click on this devil here, right? And we'll go back through all our pages. And we're going to go for these... Jeez, I'm after breaking it now. Reset, right? Ah, okay, here we go. So we're going to put back on these tanks, because I want that. They look cool. They just make the thing look nice. Do you know what I mean? So what we're going to do... you can see from this little kind of clipboard here, this is where it goes to your loadout, right? So we're finished with that for the moment. So now we're going to look at the cockpit familiarization, right? And okay, some of the textures are a little bit janky in here, but it is a very complete cockpit. In actual fact, it's one of the more functional cockpits you've ever seen. As I said, the Fiat, this aircraft, designed to meet the NATO specifications, and there was a whole load of stuff taken from this aircraft that went into other aircraft in terms of the layout, where everything is, and the functionality at the pilot's hands. You'll see that this thing is very similar to a lot of the modern aircraft that we have today in terms of where the layout are, be it with engine start, fuel system, lighting, electrical panels, all that jazz. Well, it's very familiar, isn't it? Do you know? Nightstep has a real live photo in the Bremen bar. Brilliant, brilliant. Nice. So in terms of functionality, a good bit of stuff works, a good bit of stuff doesn't work, right? But we'll get through all this here now in a moment, right? But as you can see, well, it looks all right, lads, doesn't it? There's nice details. The dials are very, very clear indeed, right? The textures around them, a little bit kind of meh, but you're not going to be that close, right? Does the joystick work? The joystick works, yes. It moves and does stuff and things. And then we have a throttle over here on the left-hand side. That's mad looking, isn't it? Just mad. So let's see what we can do here. So the canopy is open. I'm going to come down here to the right-hand side, lower. And these are my main electricals. This is the battery, the generators, and inverters. So we're going to turn on the battery. Voltmeter, fuel, we're looking good. Jankum on here now as well. We can test the circuit breaker. Fire, okay. That's grand. What else we want to do here now? So let's have a gawk. So we have like this canopy caution warning light. That'll all change with the canopy. So that's all kind of grand, right? Our fuel system here. So we have our droppable tank air pressure control valve. Don't need to worry about that. But you have your fuel shut-off valve. So we're going to close that. Then you have your booster pumps. Very good. Now, before we go on there, we're going to have a quick look down here on the left-hand side. Now, it has the weapon systems. They're for show only, right? Now, there's guns and cameras and stuff here, but it's all for show this kind of stuff, right? Sound recorder is there. That's all right. Yaw dampener and pitch dampener. That's all okay. Moving over here to the left-hand side. Now we can get some of our lights. So we have instrument lights, console lights. Bring these up. Night lighting is fairly decent. Anti-collision lights outside can go on. Heater heat, we'll leave it off at the moment. This doesn't seem to work, but you have like, in terms of de-icing the thing, I don't know how this works. I don't know if it's an automatic setting or what, but doesn't want to work. You do have some stuff with your transponder. You do have some stuff with your radios. It's basic stuff, right? Position lights, go ahead and turn them on as well. The oxygen system works, which is interesting. What else do we have here? Up at the front, not a whole lot here, right? Nothing clickable or doable, but it is what it is. So we have this ignition. So we have normal or insulated. So we'll go normal. Canopy will leave here for the moment. You have your JADO system. Nothing here works. Emergency fuel shut off. That doesn't work. Landing gear handle. That's important. This one here is for your drag parachute. That's where that comes from, right? Live weather is 17 knots on the ground. Nice. Nice. What else do we have here then? Canopy is already up. That's okay. Leave that where it needs to be. Hydraulic system, low pressure. That's okay. We can click on that to test it to make sure that it's working. That's good. Auxiliary tank release. No, we're going to leave them in place. The gun sight, that should turn on or off, but there you go. And if you want to disappear your gun sight, just click on the gun sight itself. If you want it reappeared, well, you just click on the button below it. Doesn't do much else, but it's better to have one than not have one, I think. Very basic though, lads. Do you know what I mean? Right, now, coming down here a bit. So, rudder trims, spoilers, that's all okay. Our special stores, don't need to worry about those. Radio, that's all grand. Our trims are in here. Dampeners, that's all grand. Starter switch, so it has a cover over the top. Open the cover. And then it's a press and hold the red switch. And then we introduce some fuel, right? So in terms of monitoring the RPM of the aircraft and your hydraulic pressure, RPM is up here on the top right. And then you have your hydraulic pressure just beneath it. All right? So we're going to power it up and see what happens. Are we ready? And just like that, it started. So now it's still spooling, but that's kind of where you're at with the sounds. They're almost like the legacy sounds, right? You can see that the RPM is still booting up. The aircraft's still starting. Quite loud. So like in terms of engine startup, there's nothing here that's going to make you go, oh wow, that was brilliant. It's fairly crap, in fact. It has its own sounds, which is nice, but meh. There's no spooling. There's no real kind of jet turbine starting up. Do you know what I mean? Very meh sound. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. In the sound department, it's very meh. Right, so we're going to close the canopy. Come down to me. I don't know what that does. Does that lock it? Ah, that's the canopy lock. I found the switch that locks it. Right, so that's the engines up and running. Scroll down here, we're going to turn on our oxygen systems. And we can have a quick look here. So, inverters come on. Servo pressure turned on. Our tank switches are on, that's all okay. Go ahead, reset our baro and our directional indicator. What else do we have? Taxi light. Canopy switch, landing light, that's all okay. Booster pumps can stay on. Well, turn those off now. What else do we need to... That's kind of it. It's kind of a no-nonsense kind of a worry. I mean, there is a manual there that shows the, you know, the real aircraft and what it can and what it can't do or whatever. This is basic. The mirrors you can move, which is always nice. And they're not bad, as in, like, if the sun is behind you, they'll blind you. It's quite immersive, right? It is a nice looking cockpit. Yeah, it is. It is. Like, it's... But even in the real world, I mean, if you saw the reference photographs of this thing, it looks amazing. It really does. Do you know what I mean? Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to see what happens. When you hear the tire noise on takeoff and landing, well, we'll see. So we'll add in a bit of power here. Have a bit of rollage. Test the brakes. Brakes are working. We'll jump outside, have a listen. And as I said, the sounds, they're that 1950s jet engine sound, if that makes sense. Now, I don't think the nose wheel actually turns. It's trying to turn, but like, it doesn't. Do you know, like the animation for it, if I stop her here, look. If you try and turn the wheel, it'll turn a tiny bit, but not an awful lot. You guys see that? So you can see it turning, but it doesn't do an awful lot. Plus the wheel rotation animation isn't great either. But again, it's not terrible, right? It's not terrible. Tailhook, you're very welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. It's good to see you, man. So I'm going to taxi down here to the left-hand side, and while we're waiting to do this, we'll turn on a bit of multiplayer here so you guys can appear, and we'll see what sort of crack we can get up to, right? It kind of looks like a surprise goblin shark. Yeah, but it is an interesting aircraft, and I think from the real world counterpart, when they released this airplane, there was over 700 of these built and used in production. You know, the Frankie Trecchioli used them, the Portuguese used them, the Greeks used them, right? That Moddy showed that wheel thing in the GUI. This is Flow by Parallel 42, and it is the cat's pajamas. It's awesome. Flow by Parallel 42. This is the pro version of it, Flow Pro, and it just means I can add in an absolute ton of different things into a small little wheel, and you'll notice I don't have the upper menu bar, which is brilliant. I'm on Crown is here, thank you very much indeed. There's probably a nose wheel steering switch. I didn't find one. So down here we have yaw dampener, pitch dampener, nose wheel steering. Like they tend to put something like that onto the joystick itself, but I don't see it. But to answer your question, sure, I mean it could be, right? Do we have peoples? We do have peoples. Hello, peoples. There's loads of people. Speed Nut is here as well. Just a few more months and it'll be a Twitch subscriber midlife crisis. Piece of Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed. I'm on Crown and Speed Nut. Lads, thank you very, very much indeed for all your support here on Twitch. And there was an absolute horse of other people, a horse load of people pressing buttons earlier on, including, hopefully I can find them. Oh wait, I can find them over here. They've just started a hype train. Jesus. Up the yard. Or a hype train or a hype plane. If I go into here, look. Recent events, yes. See, I'll find the things in here because I'm an idiot and I can now find them. So let me see. Jesus. That seems very... Resubs, here we go. So Bargain, thank you very much indeed. Speed, no, thank you very much. I'm on Crown. Franco for flying. 12 months. MDA 009. Thank you very, very much indeed. Jesus, tier 3 for 11 months. Is he mad? I believe that man is mad. Now we should get MDA's alert.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour.
88 miles an hour.
Serious shit.
Right. Who else jumped in there? Soaring AJ. Tier 3 Soaring AJ. Thank you very, very much indeed. Dude, that's insane support. Aussie Mandius then jumped on with a rescribe as well. Thank you very, very much indeed. Jesus, 19 months. Bacelli, 17 months. You absolute ledge. Viper Strike, you absolute ledge. He jumped on for 22 months. Lads, thank you also very, very much indeed for all the support that you give to me and the channel. Yous are only brilliant. And it makes all the difference.
That's a big 10 for good buddy.
Thank you very much. Murph Taxiing looks like a high plane. Well, it could be. A high plane, you say? High plane. Jesus, look at the amount of people behind us, look. All is well in the realm. We're flying in a group. Space Debris, come on in, give it a shot, man. We're live in the Southeast Asian server. You can fly anything you like. Come along, have the fun. Doesn't matter what your skill level is. You could be brilliant. Jesus, Eamon just jumped on there. We're primed for 30 months.
I feel the need for speed.
Ow! Thank you very much indeed. Is he a high plane drifter? Thank you very much. These are brilliant. And now all my lights. I've added new lights. Do you see me background lights have changed colour? I've added all that. There's your mama up there. And Peter Fastpete in a hawk. Looking good. It's all going now, lads. It's all happening. Black Eyes Gabe with a tier 3. Beat the Hokian Jesus. Thank you very much indeed, man. You absolute legend. Where's this one now?
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabe. Insane support. 28 months with a tier 3. God almighty, lads. Write the game server info here if you can. Exclamation point root. And then exclamation point server. There's a load of commands you can use. We're terribly intelligent. If you can side slip, yes. Well, we're terribly intelligent here. We've the bot, you see. Sir Murph bot. And, you know, co. Look at that. Look at the chat helping out other members of the chat. You gotta love it. Do you see these things here? Look, they're for like bomb aiming equipment. Jesus, the amount of people. Look at the amount of Fiats. Ah, 'tis absolutely beautiful. Now, lights here, Murphy. They're... Lights on. Notch of flaps. And we're going to get ourselves lined up here. So a bit of Tobii action here, if we can. Yo! To get ourselves lined up. Getting a little bit of a performance hit with all the peoples, but that's quite okay. Alright. This is a pretty airplane. It is a pretty airplane, isn't it? Very nice, very pretty. Right, lads, what we're going to do, we're going to tow get the bejesus out of it. Are we ready, Fireflies? So, start bringing our power in. Toes on the brakes. Power to 80%. Up to 90. Brakes off. And full power. Okay, takeoff power set. Speed alive. Space debris, if you type in exclamation point how to multiplayer. Ho, 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 ho. Rotate. Up you devil you. Gear up you devil. Right. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Flaps in. There is 200 knots. Bring that power back to 90-ish. There we go. And as Tommy Cooper would say, just like that, we're airborne. Not too shabby. Okay, we're going to peel here to the left-hand side. Man, look at the scenery since the update. There's also stuff. There's stuff. Empire Kicking, you're very welcome in, man. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a great stream, dude. It's great to see you. We're here in a Fiat. Damn it, Dale, it's a Fiat. We're here in a Fiat. And we're going flying in Scandinavia. So, easy does it now. Get the out aircraft trimmed here, Murphy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Right, something like that. Oh, look at this. Ah, Jesus, that's beautiful. Right, as we circle around here, now we don't need to go too fast here, so just watch the outspeed as we circle around. But what we're going to do now, friends, well, if you're on the Xbox, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. And if you're here because it's Monday night and the toy show was on Friday night, well, sure, listen, you press number 3. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2000 Zulu time, right here, everywhere. Nice. Cian Lafford reports 26 in the PC, 1 in VR, 150 passengers plus a Murph, and only 168 days into the Eurovision. Nice. So Gabe asking the question, how to multiplayer? So Gabe, if you put in exclamation point how to multiplayer, that'll bring you to YouTube. There's a quick video there. It'll show you what settings you need to have. And if you watch that, within 2 or 3 minutes, you should be tickety-boo. What do you think of this, lads? It's nice, isn't it? I love how much variety there is when VF-35s, Rafaels, F-14s, F-18s, MB-339s, F-16s. There's an Su-27 down there. We got some A-10s. I'm absolutely loving this. Black Guys, it's how to... I was a bit overwhelmed by the online stuff. Don't worry about the space debris. It doesn't matter how good or bad you are. It's fun. How to multiplayer. Right, Gabe, click on that gadget over there, look. That'll sort you out. Get rid of the usernames and take screen. Oh, screenshots all over the shop, man. Who was this? Italian Yank fan, 12 months! An entire year, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. Hope you're well. I like the Fiat. It's beautiful looking. It is beautiful looking. Look at the cut of it. Look at the cut of it. Man, those Italians again, they knew what they were doing, lads. They knew what they were doing, right? Well, you know, they kind of did. But anyway, right, let's have an old chat about it. The aircraft entered operational service with the Italian Air Force back in 1961. Then it went to the West German Luftwaffe in the following year, and various other nations adopted it, such as the Portuguese Air Force, who made extensive use of the type during the Portuguese colonial war in Angola and Mozambique. The G.91 remained in production for 19 years, during which a total of 756 aircraft were completed, including the prototypes and pre-production models. The assembly lines were finally closed in 1977. The G.91 was also used as the basis for a twin-engined derivative, the Fiat Air Italia G91Y. The 91 had a relatively lengthy service life, outlasting the Cold War and being finally withdrawn in 1995. It was displaced by newer types such as the Dassault Dornier Alpha Jet and then the Ermachi MB326. Ooh. Now, wrong way, Cardigan. To the right a bit. Look at the cut of that livery. Isn't that only gorgeous, lads? Look at that livery, look. Beautiful. Not until Murph starts paying. Wait, what did it do? There's a count on YouTube too, don't forget. Oh wait, Jesus, yeah. Cian, how are you fixed? Multitasking. Cian Lafford working his ass off for Murph since 2020. Yeah, right. See? On the photo, you can see a tiny wee plane it is. It's mad, isn't it? This is really nice. Now, let's see about autopilot capabilities. I don't think there is any in the aircraft that I can actually play with. Maybe there is. I don't know. We go in here and have an old gawk. Frame rate is under pressure. I'm not going to lie to you. Trims. Servos. Right. Let's see if Flo can kind of bail us out. So let's go to autopilot. Heading. She's kind of doing it. So we want to be at a heading of around 080. Yeah, autopilot works. Pure discrimination. Jesus. Fighter jets usually never have autopilot. Usually, yeah. Okay, but we're doing all right. So Flo's autopilot. That's another advantage to using Flo, lads. Huge, right? Jeez, my cameras are going mad. It must be raining. Man, look how good that looks. Isn't it beautiful, lads? We're getting quite the old, we're getting quite the FPS hit, but We're grand. We're grand. Right, back to flow. Let's just correct our course here. 082, so yeah, we'll stay on that for the moment. Then we're going to be turning, it's probably 077. Something like that, right? Something like that. Hey, Epic Fool is here. Good to see you. Let me see. Vruden the Great. Great to see you, man. He says, I'm pretty sure the lights are red if you're doing something wrong. Oh no, I'm doing something wrong. I'm pretty sure if the lights are red, you're doing something wrong. That's very true. Red lights don't be good. I'm hearing all beeping my cameras. It must be Mr. Two-Tone putting out the bins. Is that you putting out the bins? Mr. Two-Tone! She must have her headphones in. The canopy isn't locked. The canopy is locked, 100%. So if the canopy wasn't locked, you'd have this kind of a red light on here. Check this out. Ah! And now we locked it. Did you see we managed a little group VATSIM flight last Thursday? I did! It was brilliant!
Hello there.
It was just flying in Ireland, wasn't it? Missile System, you're very welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. Now, let me see. We got another follow there a while ago. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all keeping well. And Vruden the Great, great to see you on YouTube. Stu is here as well. Oh, something went bang. Hello? Oh, do you know what? I'm ashamed to tell you, but at the same time, I'm not at all. Mrs. Two-Tone, right? Didn't she only get up very early the other morning, right? And she hang on, I'll press some buttons here for the minute. You can kind of see it there, look. You can kind of see it there. She finished the Concorde, look. The Concorde is complete. I can't take credit for that at all. Can I turn on this other camera? Yes, I can. So there it is behind me, look. It's out of focus. There's a Concorde. There. Ew, he said in a proud and happy voice. Ew, indeed. Do you know? Right, that camera. Hello there. Welcome in.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Jesus! What happened there? Why are they turned on? That scared the crap out of me. Hang on a second. Oh, I never turned them off, you big idiot. Ah, yes. Yes, yes. I've know what I've done now, lads. Jesus. Hang on a second. She broke a glass. That was the smash. Is that the Lego Concorde? It is. It is. It's bigger than your melon. I don't think that's possible. It's friggin' huge. 3 of them. I know, Epic Fool. Lord almighty. Yeah, it's brilliant. So Mr. Two-Tone finished it for me there the other morning. Jesus, lads. Me plane is shake, rattling and rolling because we're in turbulent air, but I need to change my head and look. Let's go to 074 degrees. Tally ho, gents. Yes, this direction, please. Man, look at the countryside. Look at the cut of the countryside. Look at that. The state of it. You want some of this? I was going to pour it for you. Don't spill it over there. I'll burst you. Don't do it on the floor. Don't spill it on the floor. This looks savage. GPS is also working in the GTN 750. Oh, nice. How long did it take to put together? Husker Du is asking. Well, I started it many weeks ago. I was going with the whole idea of I'm going to build the Concorde in real time. Right? How long did it take them to build Concorde? 7 years, was it? Thank you for thanking me. It took them about 7 years, right? Going bold and grey. What else could go wrong? Jesus, Aaron. Anyway, I got the first 9 bags done with the help of Mr. Two-Tone. And then Mr. Two-Tone went from bag 9 to 26 the other morning. 10 years, lads. Mad. Look at the cut of this terrain, look. This is absolutely savage. So we're well on our way to our first stop. How are we going for time? Oh, we're all right. We can always speed it up here now in a moment. We're just behaving. Look at this. This is class. I love this. Now, zoom in me chat so I can actually see what's happening and read it. That's better. Now. Am I only here? Look. Oh yeah, here we go. Deku Leader says, rest in peace, class. You served Murph well. But your watch is done. 8 degrees to the left. Yeah, I think we're going good. We're going good. Where are y'all flying at? Missile system. We're here in Scandinavia. We're flying kind of from Finland over to Sweden. You can disassemble the Concorde and doing it again. Shh, don't say that. We don't want to be doing that now. Not at all. You realise Mr. Two-Tone is buttering you up for that new kitchen. 2 cats, it's good to see you. Ah, well, maybe then, Bijani. Maybe she is. I don't know. It's actually funny, right? Keen Affer says, Murph, it's a strange question. How big is the Concorde set? I have the money, but I don't. It's over a metre in length, Keen. It's massive. We're not in Finland. No, wait, where were we? We're in Sweden now. The stream is dangerous on Mondays at work. Perfect excuse not to work. Keen, it's about 3 feet long. And about 2 feet wide. It's big, man. It's big. Like, I had to clear off all the back of my table here, look. Had to do cleaning. I don't know. So, I'm at to rolling over me toe. Jesus, I'm at to rolling over me toe. Oh, no. Oh. 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 Give us a minute. I'm at to rolling over me toe.
Not for any circumstance.
I'm pressing.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Hang on, I'm at to pressing buttons I shouldn't have. What?
Do not, under any circumstances, move that aircraft or you're rebuilding it yourself.
Look at this big Egypt. I'm not going to move it. I'm at to running over me baby toe. The pain is just like, if I could apply a sound to the pain, it would be, yeah, right?
You're not soft.
I'm not soft. Do you know how I did it? Do you know how I did it? So you know where my pedals are?
Why aren't you wearing shoes?
Do you know where my pedals are?
Why aren't you wearing shoes?
Do you know where my pedals
Why
are?
aren't you-
Because Jesus, let me finish. Do you know where the pedals are, right?
Yeah.
They're sitting on a bit of plywood, which is about, 3 inches. Platform. Right. I wedged my foot
That's not really 3 inches.
in front. Well, it's about 2 inches. I wedged my foot into it, and then I pushed my chair forward. And the back of the chair wheel pushed in against the back of my foot, the heel, and it sandwiched my toes into the plywood platform. And there's no giving that because it's stuck with, the nightmares of.
All your moaning
Look at this
about
big Egypt.
Crocs and how Crocs are brilliant. Why aren't you bloody wearing them?
I should have worn me Crocs. That would have never have happened. Oh, the pain. Anyway, great job on the Concorde, Mr. Tutor. Oh, did you break a glass? One of your glasses? The fancy coffee ones?
No.
Ah, Jesus.
There's only one left. I'm pretty sure I've glass in.
Why'd you do that?
Wet, and I picked it up. I didn't realise it would slip out my hand. Can't believe you just asked, why would you do that?
Well, I wasn't asking why you were doing that. I was asking more along the lines of,
Cleaning up, because men don't know that you don't just put
Steady now.
the dishes into the sink. Like, there is a dishwasher there. You're supposed to put them in the dishwasher, not at the sink or in the sink.
I like to call it. It's the
The runway.
It's the friggin' apron. You put them on the apron, they'll find their way in.
Men just don't understand the concept of the dishwasher. And unless the dishes are in the dishwasher, they don't get clean.
Judge Judy will return after these messages. I'm after really hurting me toe. Stupid thing.
Oh, is it that one?
No,
Show me.
don't, no, no, don't, right? Don't.
Show me.
Ah! Why would you do that?
'Cause it's
Who squeezes someone's toe after they've batched it?
Anyway, don't move that.
I'm not going to move it. It is glorious, look.
It is very...
Look at the state of it, lads. Brilliant.
Turn around again.
Oh,
Turn around.
what's wrong?
Oh,
Don't be looking at me head.
sure, you're the one with a camera.
That's from
pointing
all
to
the
back of
thinking
your
I
head.
do and scratching, huh?
You're the one with the camera pointing to the back of your head.
Listen, do you know what you can do now? I'm going to be like this Egypt now. She did an amazing job finishing up your mess, Murph. As always, as always. Hoods don't suit me really, don't? Sure they don't.
Oh, you look like Yoda. Or what's the other girl? Dart Maul. Come on now.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean,
Look at
that
this
really
big
got
Aegis.
out of hand fast.
My lights are flashing.
What's his name? Better not say that.
You look criminal. Kevin just called me a big Aegis. Right.
Houston, we have a problem.
Right. Oh, we've many problems here, Houston. Right. Where in God's name are you going? I don't. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Well, we're not going the wrong way. It's very bouncy up here, isn't it? Turning left, yeah. Yes. If he tries to sell you something, say no.
I believe I speak for everyone here, sir, when I say...
To hell with your orders.
To hell with our orders.
Yes. Right, here's that. Jesus, look at the mountains here, look. Right, we're doing a great job. Well, let's be honest about it. You lot, look at the state of the scenery, look. Look how good that looks. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, would you come on out of that for the love of everything? Look at the state of it. Isn't it pretty? It's very pretty. The second clip I took of you rolling over your toe. Oh, Jesus. Two Cats has a lot of channel points. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Look at this formation flying. God almighty, lads. Right, left another little bit. Maybe the wind is blowing us off course. 060 on the heading. Lads, look at the cut of the views, though. Can I get a new view? Let's have a... Ooh, look at this. Yes. I'm going into my chair, look. Can we get up here? Yes. No. Yes. Oh. Yes. Look at the state of this. Look at that for the view. I'm halfway there. Jesus. So not only is he losing his hair and he's going grey, but now he needs a platform to boost himself to see over the edge of the desk. Wait, what? No, it's not. No. I've the Thrustmaster TPR pedals. Who's in charge? You haven't a clue what you're doing. I'm in charge. I have the feckin' things there, and I put them on a little wooden platform because I didn't want to drill them into the ground. So what I did do, I drilled them and bolted them into the little platform. And then I said to myself, how do I stick the platform onto the ground? Because the platform goes all the way up to the skirting board. I mean, lads, the level of my genius here, it's immeasurable. Immeasurable levels of superior genius was deployed. And then I said, well, that stops the front to back movement. How do I sort out the lefty righty? So, do you ever see it? They sell them in Lidl or Lidl.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works.
Every time.
Every time.
So it's this like super gaffer tape. Right, and I've laced the bottom with it and then I put it down. And now I can't move it at all. I mean, it doesn't move at all. But yeah, we're talking about kitchens. It's actually funny because I'm waiting until Black Friday to see will IKEA do me a solid and give me some sort of a discount because I'm going to be buying kitchen paraphernalia because I'm designing myself a new studio. That's right, friends. Well, it's not really a new studio, but so the tables I'm using are office tables. They're going for the hike. Get me out of that. And I'm going to put in newer tables. And then I'm going to run the table down this side here. And then I'm going to run another table down this side here. I mean, it's effectively going to look like I'm going to be sitting in the Starship Enterprise. NCC 1701D. Well, it won't really. In fact, it'll look nothing like the Enterprise. But I'm going to feel as if I was sitting on the Enterprise. Does the new studio have a kitchen? No, it does. Well, it does kind of have a kitchen-y feel. It does, Two Cats. It's a kitchen worktop I'm getting. The Carl something. The Carl B, I think it's called. Is it Carl B? I think it's Carl B. Yeah. So that's what's going to happen. Buying a set of saucepans does not count as a whole kitchen. Listen, it's going to be fine. Any chance IKEA do chairs with wheels that are made of sponge? Maybe. You're thinking of Cardi B. Cardi B? No, Carl B. Hey, QC Frank. He says, how are you, Murph? I just finished to build my new PC. First time doing this alone. I just need to troubleshoot the no internet thing. Ooh. Ethernet settings. And firewall. Lads, isn't the scenery only stunning up here, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. There's Toto. Out in our wing. It'd be closer to the Stargazer. Yeah. Okay, well, the aircraft is running well. Power settings run around 82%, give or take. I need me that Heapler F14 that's coming to Microsoft Flight Sim at an undisclosed date. Prime, good to see it. Soon as well. I get to show that off soon, actually. We hope. What do you think of Honeycomb set? I managed to get the rudders. That's my complete set. Oh, come on, Aaron. I think the best thing about the Honeycomb stuff is the Bravo. That's probably the most advanced bit of kit that Honeycomb do. The yoke is great, don't get me wrong, but you're kind of limited. Is anyone planning on getting new Flight Sim toys on Black Friday? I hope so, Husker do. Myself and Gibbo are going to be doing some streamage this Wednesday, and we're going to look at some stuff. Very snowy up here this far north. Winter is coming. Yeah, that's the neck of the woods. It's nice up here, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning up here, lads. Right, let me see. Buttons here. A vast array of buttons. So, well, let's have a now look as we enjoy the country. Hang on a second now. All shall be well in the realm. Give it a second. Right.
Behave.
No idea what happened, lads. No idea. That was so strange. The PC completely shut down. Refresh. Refresh. Right, now, grand. What was I saying before I interrupted myself by my computer turning off in its entirety? Stupid thing. I was saying something. Oh yeah, change me out heading here again, look. Things went... They did. Hello! Yes. I didn't go anywhere. The internet turned off. Well, it didn't actually. Comedy of errors this evening. Hummingbird, you've no idea. Just refresh. It's totally fine. Jesus. The whole PC shut down and said, no, I'm not playing with you. To look at this big Egypt. Right? I am a big Egypt. Jesus.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
All I tried to do was press a button and the thing just said, no, we're not playing.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
Can I get a refund?
Stop pressing the buttons. I love this song.
I feel the need for speed. Ow! Yes, all is well. No need for heating in my house tonight. A 4090 is doing its stuff. Nice one, Gabe. Right, the airport we're looking for is down over yonder. Look at the cut of this scenery. Isn't this absolutely stunning? Right, lads. We're about to do the stuff. So, autopilot off. Autopilot off. And we're going to ramble down to the right. Are we ready? Let's boogie. Oh, yes.
Hello there.
Hello there. Folks, many thanks for the follow, dude. Good to see you. There is frozen. Huh? Just hit refresh. We should be alive again. Jesus, look at this, lads. Look at the scenery, though. Isn't this insane?
Hello there.
Mr. C, you're very welcome aboard. Thank you for following. We're here flying around Scandinavia. And there's our runway, but we're going to go down the far end of it. Look at the state of it. The roars. Right, I think we're doing okay. Twitch is having a moment. How do I join you? Just start playing. Come on in. Exclamation point, how to multiplayer. There's Captain Butters. Exclamation point, how to multiplayer will give you everything you need to know. Let me see. Mr. C is Swedish. Welcome in, dude. Love what you've done with the place. Fallen up 15 months, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. Jesus Murphy, don't hit the ground. Whatever you do. Look at this. This is stunning. Look at this, lads. Now, for the next leg, we're going to be going kind of through mountainous regions, canyons and all that sort of diddling. I'm expecting it to be quite hectic. Quite hectic. So, we're going to try and, well, you know, land this machine here if we can, right? So, a bit of Toby eye tracking, you absolute devil it. And we'll start our turn. Power coming out. There we go. Get ourselves turned around here. 200 knots. Let there be landing gear. Get that speed down. Don't hit the ground, Murph, whatever you do. You see, we're heavy with our fuel tanks. We're heavy with our fuel tanks. We're heavy with our fuel. Ah, sweet loving Jesus. Yeah, there's nothing to see there at all, right? I mean, it was some sort of a glitch. Some sort of a glitch. No one saw anything at all. It's all totally sound, lads. Jesus. What a rookie mistake. To look at this big Aegis. What airport am I even going for? Oh, hang on. Jesus, it tried to stall us again, look. Right, there's the airport. Let's try that again. Only this time, don't crash. Right. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Didn't I make a terrible mess of that? Yeah, we're not going to land there. Go around, Murphy. Jesus, it did not like under 200 knots. Where we're going, we're not going to need an airport. Exactly. Jesus, it didn't like under 200 knots. You're supposed to land this at 165. All is well in the realm. That was a fever dream. Whatever it was, we won't see it again. Jesus, between tonight and last week. And then Super Typhon had to clip it, of course. Had to clip it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, bring the speed back now. There is the airport I'm looking for. So a nice wide approach here. Them landing gear just don't move. Oh, don't tell me they're shagged, are they? Really? I mean, is my gear shagged? This is not good. Name of airport. Couldn't tell you for the minute. It's our first stop of the night. Echo Sierra, November, Quebec. Why isn't my landing gear coming down, lads? Oh, please come down. Oh, dear. Oh, sweet lamb of J. I've no gear! Why have we no landing gear? It's because you hit the ground like a Egypt Murph. This is not good at all. Do we have like an emergency landing gear? I heard a button.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
This is not good. Emergency up. Where's like the emergency down? Oh, we're in big trouble here. Big trouble here, lads.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
There's no landing gear. We have to go down in the belly. I don't believe it. There is no landing gear. Stupid plane. Oh. There, safe landing. I fixed it. I fixed my landing gear, lads. Look. What the hell happened there? The handle doesn't even work. Uh-oh. Murphy, you've absolutely ruined it. Right now. Don't mind me for the minute. Landing gear is like shagged. Nothing to worry about here, lads. Wait now. Oh yeah. We'll go back to the main menu here. I'm about to break in the plane. Italian engineering with ordnance hanging off the wing. Listen, they were fuel pods. Fuel pods. It's totally grand. I blame me toe for this entire fiasco. Yes, me toe. Let's see if it loads in again. It may not want to load now. Wait and see this. It won't even want to load. Look. Wait till you see what happens here. So we're at Echo Sierra November Quebec. Or at least we hope we are, right? I don't have patience for this. Nuke the sim. Get out of there. And then we'll try it again. What a night of the living terrors. Between the shagging computer breaking, rolling over me toe, and now this. Right? Totally fine. I crashed and rolled over my toe because I read everything. Balls. Thanks, Keen. Yeah, Jesus. Where's this button? I'm just being keen, look. Divil. You absolute divil, you. Continue in normal mode.
He thinks you're the biggest agent of them all.
I've just been keen, look. Why isn't that coming up on screen?
He thinks you're the biggest agent of them all.
I'm having a hard all night of it, lads. No, I haven't been keen twice. What are you talking about? There. I've been... Come back, will you?
He thinks you're the biggest agent of them all.
There. I've been keened once, look. There we go. The toe thing was bound to happen with all the gaffer tape and the plywood laying around. No, but you can't see it. You know, it's right. Well, you can see it, but you know, you can't see it. I'll show you when I'm rebuilding the place. I'll show you. Do you know what's very funny as well, right? So on me walls, right? On me walls, I have well, I'll show you. Look, on me walls, I have this kind of a black audio acoustic boardage thing, right? And it's grand and all, right? But well, I glued everything, and I shouldn't have, because taking it off now is going to... Jesus, look at that. Taking everything off is going to be an absolute hoopla, right? And do you know, taking everything off is going to be an absolute disaster. But I'm okay with that, you know. Will you be streaming from the kitchen while the studio is being built? I reckon I have 70... How many? Hey, Cockspur's here. Good to see you, Seb. I tell you where I'm at. I'm in a terrible place right now. Everything's gone belly up. I need 72 hours start to finish. I need to remove all my stuff and put it somewhere else. Then I need to come in and remove everything from the walls. And only then can I, you know, rebuild the stuff and put in the new desks and tables. And Sterling's like, can I hold up the Concorde for you? Could you imagine if... No, Mrs. Two-Tone would absolutely kill me. She'd be like, no, you're not doing it. You're just not doing it. And it's over there. You know? But yeah, I'm super excited because I'm not entirely happy with the setup, the way everything is. And it's not because it doesn't look wonderful to me, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What I want to do, you see... Oh, I hung it back up my Brennan poster. What I want to be able to do, lads, is well, it's very simple. Right, what am I doing? I need to hit... I need to press some buttons. Right, grand. Now, what was our airport? Oh, Jesus, Marv. How did it all go terribly wrong? Echo Sierra November Quebec or something, isn't it? Yeah, Kiruna. Kiruna. Right, get in there now, you big idiot. Unload.
I've lost so much space here only because they're two big office friggin' desks, right? Which means, you know, Iceman is over there, the big gaming PC. Maverick is over here, the streaming PC, but I want them both here beside me. Do you know what I mean? Or at least that's the hope. That's the hope. Now, I need to tidy up everything here on the screen because it doesn't look terribly good, does it? Right, now, don't panic, Murph. So we're going to go and around here. Yes, yes. Something like this. Now, turn your airplane around. Like that. Right, now I think we're sound. Are we sound? Yeah, we're sound. So yeah, I want to do all these things when we're up and running. So that's the plan. Do you know what I mean? First gen man cave. You've served Murph for nearly 4 years. Yeah, it has. But like the layout is somewhat the same, lads. As in, my seating position is pretty much bang on. But I want a desk beside me and I want another one on this side, because when I met Jesus, an F-14 just literally appeared on top of me. When I'm using this other camera, this gadget. Well, I want to be able to. I'm not mad about that angle. I'm not mad about it. So the camera is going to be kind of more. You'll see it when it's done. You'll see it when it's done. But don't worry. I'm going to invite Gibbo down for pints. You know. But before we get to the pints, I'll have a bit of work to do. Do you know what I mean? Right. Okay. I left us in this position before things went terribly, terribly wrong. And let's see what we can do here. So hello, lady in red. Now, fuel tanks. Let me see. Next page. Yeah, give us them. Load the ordnance, will you? Excellent choice. Now we're looking good again. Right, so can we get this thing into action fairly quick? I think so. Let me see. Battery generator. Your sound's coming in. Fuel system on. On. Booster pump on. Ignition is already set to normal. Open the starter. Engage. Why aren't you liking? Oh, yeah. So, power coming in. Lights. Over this side. Go ahead and get our oxygen supply on. Anti-collision. Heater heat. Position lights. Okay, we're good. Gun sight. Go ahead and turn you on. Hey, Cornwolf is here. Good to see you. Reno without pints, 72 hours. Reno with pints, 72 days. I'm telling you. Be fun doing the work after the pints, right? Will the camera show your good side? Maybe. Murphy's Home Renovations. If it ain't broke, fix it till it is. Brilliant. You know. Time to do some work. Can you get some duct tape on the landing gear? It'll be fine, Rudin. Totally fine. Right, okay. So park and brake off. Ramble forward. Why is that beeping at me now? Oh, inverters. Right. Oh, why is she beeping at me? What did I forget? Oh, my canopy. There we go. Nice. Okay, we're live again. Space to breathe. No worries, man. And listen, we do these group flights every Monday and Friday. Wednesday nights I tend to be more for like the news and stuff. But dude, you are more than welcome to join us on our group flights. Sounds like a small Fiat honking behind, doesn't it? Look at the amount of people here. Jesus. There's a Dougal. See that A10? I might fly that soon. That's actually really, really good. It looks wonderful. It's from Demos, but it's one of their better ones, I've got to say. Don't mind the floating planes behind it now. It's like Leitrim, you know. Doesn't it look good, lads? Look at the state of that. The model work is superb. Yeah, I would say it's better than the Griffin. Hey, Jay Winiger, good to see you. They are, right? I thought it was brilliant. Hello, who left the door open? Easy now, Jemima. All right. So we're going to taxi into position. What A10 is that? I had the default one, was horrible. Oh, the earlier one was absolutely awful. The first one that came out, it was awful. I think so, Super Thai, or it could be the other thing that can't be mentioned but will be mentioned. I was talking to our good old friends at Just Flight. Things are happening fast. In saying that, there's no point just jumping into the thing. Like, I'd rather give a bit of time to learning the thing. You know what I mean? Okay, one notch of flaps. Let's hope this all goes terribly well. Toes on the brakes. Power to 90. Up, you divil it. And toga. Up, you divil you. Take up power set. Speed alive. Stay on the runway, Murphy, you big Aegis. There we go. 100. Rotate. Yupsie daisy. Positive rate of climb. Mind the trees. Gear up. Flaps in. Jesus, the noise of it. We're going to have the other thing, the cat soon behind. Yeah, we will. Just three very good aircraft on a very short final. There is a Dolphin coming out, Zaiti, yeah. When, I don't know. So, Teg's Hangar have just finished and released the SA-315. Great little chopper. It's like an early Alouette, or an earlier Alouette. Right, so autopilot, you can take over now for the moment. So we're going to say heading, which is going to be let's call it 345. Altitude, bring you up. 5,000 feet will do. And lock in the heading. Come on, heading. You could do it. Really? She doesn't want to do heading? There we go. So you don't show a specific flight when on Southeast Asian server. You choose starting and ending. Yeah, so you can turn on and off nameplates with this with Flow as well. There's a full setup there, Space Debris. If you check out, just have a look at YouTube, my YouTube channel, you'll see where I have like a tutorial on Flow. Yeah, Flow. You see it, it's on YouTube there. I go through my entire setup with it. It's a great add-on. Alright, bring the speed back a bit, Murph. Easy. Okay, around the 80-ish %. Around there will do us, yeah? And we seem to be going alright now. Thanks, Viper. I'll get a look at that later, dude. Man, look at this. This is awesome looking. Right, small correction here. So, another 5 degrees left. And as you can see, we're coming into some mountain regions. We want to do a bit of messing around here. Do you know what I mean? So what we'll do now, lads, because you've all been very good in keeping your patience with me, even though I am a total no-nutter muppet. Well, we'll do another count, look. Xbox pilots, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. And if you're here just in shock and awe, like, how do I even manage to get out of the bed without causing some sort of an international incident? You press number 3. Yeah, baby!
Tap at 9, you're very welcome aboard, my guy. Hope all is well. Gold Matrix, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, guys. If you're watching us here on Twitch, do consider following the channel. We're on the road to 9,000, look. And if you're here in the glorious 4K of YouTube, well, you might consider hitting the old like button. Have I a button for that? Surely I have a button for that. Ah, Jesus! Hit the like, subscribe, and what did you have for breakfast button? Yeah, baby! I can't believe that worked! I actually had a button to make that work. I mean, would you come on our way out of it, lads? Huh? This is absolutely brilliant. Daku says, Murph, any idea in the progress of the Blackbird? Or the F-86? Or is it Blackbird's F-86? I don't. 5 more on YouTube. Come on, Muse. Kapkira, good to see you. Right, we're doing all right. Look at the amount of planes we have with us. Look at the state of these lads, look. Look at the state of it. It's only gorgeous. Now, what sort of tomfoolery can we do with these mountainous ranges coming up? Look at the state of these lads. Right. Beautiful. We'll have to go and explore some of these mountainous regions here. Do you know what I mean? What's the difference between the 3 Flow versions? Well, Flow is the free one. It's very basic. You don't have a lot of customization with it. Then you have like the medium one, which is good. I use Pro because I can kind of put in my own kind of coding and I can, you know, I can't make stuff. Rambog Mord made this panel here that connects to the sim and shows your speed and everything else. And then we have all kind of custom stuff set up. I recommend Flow Pro. That's, for me, it's the best one. Hey, Whack-A-Mo is here. It's good to see you, man. 27 on the PC, 95 people in a state of shock and horror, and plus a Murph. Where are you getting those numbers from, Keen? 95? Doesn't seem right. Oh, wait, they were the number 3s. Gotcha. There's a bad football match on TV. It's better to see Murphy in a Fiat. Yeah, baby. It's a bit kind of, you know... What if it was a good match? Would you not watch Murph then? Whack-A-Mo! 31 months, man! Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers. Keen, I'm not doubting you at all. I wouldn't do a thing like that. Just worth bearing in mind, Xbox Flow Pro isn't available. That's very true. Ah, Jesus, Patrick is here. How are you, Patrick? Did you get home? Why is FireFly Air website? Or what is FireFly Air website? Just go to tutonmurphy.com. You'll see it there. Keen effort, I'm not doubting you at all. I doubted myself. Back from Amsterdam since last night. Haven't fully recovered yet. Be the Jesus. Keen, I'd never underestimate you. Except for that one time I was thinking about it, but then I didn't though. You know. Right, there's mountains here. I think we can go down a little bit kind of low with this thing. I'm only thinking out loud now. Do you know what I mean? So why don't we?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Wait, Cabicus! God almighty, 10 months! Go handy, lads. He's going to start another hype train. Thank you very, very much indeed for all your support tonight. That's 10 months. God almighty. Right. Stop pressing buttons, will you? Did I miss much madness? No, I've been flying flawlessly this evening. Not a single hiccup at all. Kingsman 9965 has rumbled in all the way from Liverpool. Alright, mates, good to see you. Right. Stuff and things. Stuff and things. Would you look at the absolute state of this, though? I mean, come on. This is deadly looking. the state of it. Like, isn't it absolutely gorgeous up at this neck of the woods? 'Tis only beautiful. All the lakes and the mountains and the rivers and the bejesus. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Now, where are we? We're very close, lads. 2nd November, Tango Charlie, our second landing for today. It's just up here. It's only gorgeous. We're nearly there, look. What time is it? We're going okay for time as well. Right, who's in charge? Trimmage, Murph, Trimmage. Hey, Whiteley, good to see you. Now, I think I'll go this way. Yes. Isn't the scenery unbelievably nice? And it's a great playground for these aircraft, right? Look at all you guys. This is amazing. What to hurt me thumb as well. I did that the other day, though. What do they call it? Carpal tonnage or something? Carpal... What do they call it? Carpal ton... You know what I'm trying to say. Can you explain what the FireFly Jet Series is? Multimedia. Indeed, Will. Basically what it is, every kind of Monday night, we tend to do kind of different series, right? We've covered a lot over the last couple of years. I mean, we did back to the 1940s. That was checking out some of the World War II aircraft. We did the 7 wonders of the world, the 7 natural wonders of the world. We've done river runs, coffee adventures. Basically, it's a series to go exploring and learning a little bit more about, be it history, culture, or even the aircraft that we want to go flying in. So with the Jet series, well, that's what we're doing. I'm kind of stalling for time because I'm waiting on the release of the Avro Vulcan from Just Flight, which is coming very, very soon. And once we do our flight in the Vulcan, that will be this series complete. And then we move on to the next one. Carpet Trump, well, Gamer's injury. Yeah. Carpet Kundra. Also, Murph, during the Ireland game on Saturday, was shown on TV sitting with all the Dutch fans. Come on yourself, Patrick. Look at this. Always have them wanting more, Patrick. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing more confusing than an Irish man mixed in with a whole load of Dutch lads. Just saying. Look at this place. Aaron was up here somewhere. So our next Monday night adventure, we're starting... it will start this year. And it's going to be following, for anyone who likes a bit of Roman history, well, it's going to be some Roman history. Patrick, thank you very much indeed for the follow. You're very welcome in, dude. We're going to be following along the footsteps of Gaius of the Julii, known as Caesar. And it's all about the Gallic Wars, when Caesar went into Gaul for the crack. And he took on some notable people, such as your man and the other fella called Vercingetorix. And that's a 10-part series. So we're going to be exploring Italy, Switzerland, France, Belgium, Germany, even Britain. So I'm looking for bridge. There's a bridge. Do we risk it, lads? There's a bridge. Well, now, will we make it under the bridge? Sweet lamb is suffering. I think well, that's a very low-looking bridge. Hang on, let's just have a look at it. No bueno. Well, no, I don't think so, lads. No, don't do it. It's not worth it. I mean, it looks like a bridge. What have the Romans ever done for us? The Romans. Yeah, so if you're into kind of Roman history at all, we're going to be covering it. Now, history always favors the victor, right? Or the victor. The victorious gets to kind of rewrite. There's another bridge! Now, that one I reckon we could do. It has to be done.
Hang on to your hats, boys.
every time.
Come on, would you? This is for entertainment purpose only. We'd like to say that no fish were injured during the recreation of that mad maneuver, and I'm now going to try and land without exploding. Right, Jemima, let's be having you now. But yeah, the Roman series is going to be friggin' huge. So if you like a bit of... Oh, Jesus. If you like a bit of Roman history, well, then that's your ticket. How do we slow this machine down? I don't think she wants to slow down. Let's just do a very fast fly over the airport. Although, I reckon we could do it. Get speed down. And we landing gear... Jesus. For a second there, I thought my landing gear was shagged again. Right, easy now, Jemima. Easy. 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 Touchdown. Easy. Drag chute deployed. I'm not going to lie, that was terrifying. Look at the teeny tiny parachute. Sure, that's never going to stop you. Jesus, lads. Bring in the chute. Bring the flaps in. Oh, Jesus, there's people landing forwards and backwards here. Go on, you devil, you. You be grand. It's totally fine. Jesus, who flew over the... One flew over the cuckoo's nest. You might as well be using the hanky. Gear check. No, we're good, we're good. Thank you, Mike Coffee. Is that a parachute for us? Cessna 152? You'd think that, wouldn't you? Nice. Okay. Back taxi, and then we continue on with our next endeavours. So we're at Echo November Tango Charlie. Then it's going to be a overfly of Echo November Alpha November, and then it's back down to Echo November Lima Kilo. So we have one kind of touch and go, and then a full stop landing. The time is now 10 o'clock. We have less than 1 hour ahead of us, lads. So do be sure to stand by. I'm loving the update for Scandinavia, because they've like the mesh is incredible, isn't it? It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Get the F5, Murph, if you like jets. The patch fixed a lot. There's another F5 on the way, Kozaki. I was kind of hanging on for that one. But the one that's released at the moment, visually, it looks stunning. Hey, we got a 7-3. Cat back, mind yourself. FireFly Air livery. Beautiful. We're doing a very fast taxi here. It's totally fine. We rang ahead and we said, listen, we're doing a very fast taxi. Is that all right? And they were all like, yeah, of course, no problem. That's what we'd like to hear. But yeah, the Roman series, as I said, there's going to be an awful lot in that. Grumpy Martin. Touchdown. But as you can imagine, like, there's an absolute ton of research that goes into these. I'm just into Roman history. That's, like, I enjoy that part of it. But, you know, it'll be fun. There's some beautiful scenery we're going to see. The Alps, of course. The Rhine is there. Oh, jeez, go handy. Let's go this way. Yeah, so if you ever want to have a look back at some of the series we've done, and like they have all like flight plans and stuff is there as well.
Just have a look on YouTube. I have a playlist called Monday Night Adventures or Monday Night Series or something, and that'll show you all the ones we've done to date. And there were some really enjoyable ones. Really some great ones there. They were just so much fun because we got up to all sorts of messing. You know what I mean? Okay, set flaps for takeoff. Power coming up. Holding the brakes, there's 90%. Off the brakes and toga. Takeoff power set, airspeed alive. It's 100 knots. 150. Oopsie daisy. Gear up, you devil you. Gear up, flaps in. Hey, Defiant Prawn is here. Good to see you. Okay, decent takeoff. Need to get ourselves kind of up altitude-wise before we start messing around. You know what I mean? I can't believe we made it underneath that bridge as well. I mean, that was friggin' nuts. So we shall roll to the left. Looking good, Fireflies. Looking good. That's so cool looking, isn't it? That's cool. Did you hear they announced a movie about Hannibal starring Denzel? Really? That's awesome. Lads, look at this countryside. Isn't it stunning? This place used to be like a disaster in The Sim because the only imagery that they had, it was under snow. But they've absolutely fixed that now. It's class looking. I downloaded the FireFly Air widget for Float Pro. Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? Cyrus made that. It's class. And Rambach Mord made the wheel. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Looking good, lads. Looking good. So we're just heading out to these kind of inlets areas. I'll be watching the new Napoleon movie. Oh, that looks very good, doesn't it? That's definitely on my list of things to see. This gadget. Look at this. This would be a great spot for helicopter flying. Wouldn't it? You have this as well? Nice. Jesus, this place is stunning. This is just beautiful. Black Ice Cave says, I'm not going to lie, I've missed this crack. Sure, listen. When you get to go flying with us, it's nuts, because I mean, well, it's nuts, right? But I love the whole exploration thing. I'm really liking this jet. Apart from it trying to kill me, I like that characteristic of a jet. It's trying to kill me. But this, I usually love flying kind of, you know, Australia, New Zealand. This scenery is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Look at this. Like, look at the state of this scene, look. It's beautiful. The F-14? Yeah. They released a trailer for it already. There's a bit of playing left with it to do, but playing, do you get it? There's a bit of playing left to do with it, but yeah, no, that's coming out soon. Lads, isn't this superb looking? Look at this statey of Microsoft Flight Sim. Jesus, there's times this thing just makes you go, wow. Look at this, look. Jesus, I tell you, that lake up here now, it'd be brass monkeys if you ask me. Look at that lovely lake. Doesn't get better than... Oh no, someone had an accident! Oh no, they didn't. Wow, look at the state of this.
This is like what people thought FSX would look like with DirectX 10. Ah, lads, look at this for scenery. Look at the cut of it. Isn't that hang on a second. This requires a bit of tunage, I think, for the Janie and the stuff, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yes. This will absolutely work. Amount of planes. To be honest, as nice as that bit of music was, that doesn't fit the bill at all. This is better. Oh, Jesus, I nearly hit a mountain, so it's all right, lads. Jesus. Follow me. Land at neutral. Good afternoon. Hope you're well, my dude.
How did you know? I love this song. Like, isn't there just times in the sim where it just makes you go, holy crap, look how good it is. It's stunning, lads. Good call, Kane Lafford. So, to the ladies and gentlemen watching the live stream here on Twitch and on YouTube, do be sure to put in your location, your viewing location, and don't say behind your Murph. Kane, you have to count now where everyone is from. Tipperary, more specifically, under Murphy's bed. Wait, what? Ah, scenery. I mean, I'll beat the Jesus, would you look how good it is. What do you reckon, lads?
On a scale of 1 to 10, of all the scenery we've flown, of all the places we've flown in this sim, where does this place rank? Kanzui, you're very welcome in, my dude! Beat the hokey. Look at the state of it. So, some of the locations here, lads, these are all from everywhere. Jay Mack is here, good to see you. The green is more greener over here in 4K, says Aaron. It is, right? It is. So, we have Canada, we've Gothenburg in Sweden, Liverpool, Belgium, RD, hey, Devon in the UK, Echo Golf Sierra. Where's that? Is that Southend? North Devon, UK, Atlanta, more in Devon. Jesus, all the people from Devon. The Netherlands, Malta, Nashville, Tennessee, Wilson, the UK, Tilburg in the Netherlands, Black Guys Gay from God's country, Valdosta in Georgia, Yorkshire, Zurich, Tipperary, West Yorkshire, Canada, Shoreham, Denmark, Southampton, Bolton, Ballyformat, Porto in Portugal, Belfast, Boston, Northern Germany, Sweden, in me wardrobe, Louisiana. Nice. Newson says, it's good, but it's no Switzerland or New Zealand. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Clarksville, Tennessee. Fiber Strike, I'm from Indiana, in the town of that place. Jim is from Oregon. Man, Jim. Do you know we haven't played here in a while? Now, just so you know what the lyrics are, in case you're saying, Jesus, pack the car. How about a wing wave for those watching at home? Yeah, baby! Big fish, small fish, cardboard box. Doing the shopping with the trolley. Doing a bit of fishing. Feel free to add in your unces and
Like, isn't it absolutely deadly? Right? Deadly. Branko, good to see you, man. Uns. Right? Bad Keen, that's how you do it. Don't tell me you weren't one of those, you know, onto the disco or the nightclub floor and you'd be all doing this, you know, to your mates. Uns. Doing mad faces. Some people thought you had some sort of a condition, but you didn't care. You were in the zone, man. You thought you were brilliant. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Look at the state of this place. Easy now. Oh, Jesus. Did I overcook it? No, we're still alive. Right, here we go now. Yes. This will all be absolutely fine. If we do this right now, lads, right? If I do this right, this would be absolutely brilliant now. Hang on a second. Yes. Bit of this. Yes! We won't get tooled. Wait, what? We're on the home stretch now, friends. The Wish.com version of Won't Get Fooled Again. I love it, Muse. Brilliant. Jesus, me trims are all trimmed wrong. Hang on a second now. Now, we're off to the Andøya Airport. Indeed we are. He did some excellent work up this neck of the woods. Jeez, the scenery here tonight has been gorgeous. So on Wednesday, we're going to bring you this week's Flight Sim News, and I have some stuff to show off. And Gibbo's going to be joining us as we look at some of the Black Friday sales and also just your Christmas shopping list. What we think, if you don't have it, what we think you should add to it, right? Then on Friday, friends, from 8 o'clock, we have another group flight. This time, we're rambling down to South Africa. And we're going to steal the Rugby World Cup. No, we're not. But we're going down that neck of the woods and we're going to fly in the Azure Poly C-160, the Transall. As there's at least, look at this scenery. There's at least one very interesting landing strip we're going to try and get that machine down into. Do you know? Yeah, Coxborough are working on a couple of things. Seb, I might show that thing off soon. But wait. If Howard's in there ahead of us, we'll let Howard do it on Thursday.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Be the sweet Lamahokey. Old veteran 965 is here. Scott, a very happy Monday to you, man. And then he jumped up and he gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community here on Twitch. Thank you very, very much indeed. You absolute legend. Thank you very much indeed, Scott. Awesome, dude. Absolutely awesomeness. We should steal the Rugby World Cup while we're at it. Well, I was thinking, you know, put Faf de Clare in the back and just say, right, come on, bring your jocks in the Rugby World Cup, Faf. Let's head off there now. Do you know? He'd be all right about it, I'd say.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Would you look at this scenery? It's only gorgeous. Jim, the sim needs good satellite data for Africa. Oh, I agree.
Now, I haven't flown there in quite some time. We're flying down in South Africa. We're going to be landing at Cape Town. So we're not as far north as Johannesburg, but we're down south quite a fair bit. But there's some beautiful mountain ridges we're going to be flying along in the Transall. I have a Vision Jet on my Christmas list. A real one. No, but what we're going to do, we're going to be looking at, you know, hardware, software, add-ons, you know, favorite GA, military, airliners, so on and so forth. Viper, yeah, that'd be awesome. Old Veteran Scott, thank you very, very much indeed for your awesome support, dude. Very, very kind. And to everyone tonight, thank you very, very much.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Buxton, thank you very much indeed. Subscribing with Prime. Cheers, man. You're very welcome aboard to the flying circus. Bunch of mad agents, you know. But yes, this place up here is called Sortland. Yes. It looks like land. It's sort of land. Sortland. Definitely getting some hardware upgrades this year. The Logitech pedals have got to go. Well, I saw, was it Dragon? Dragon got the new Virpil throttle, which looks absolutely gorgeous. But for the same price, I can upgrade my studio. My dad wants a cat for Christmas. I find it strange because he usually wants a turkey. Seems I finally have a silky smooth sim. It only took 4 reinstalls. No way! But at the same time, Dougal, I am delighted for you. Delighted for you. Let's ramble over this way to see what we can see, shall we? I mean, you wouldn't know what you'd find over this neck of the woods. Jeez, the scenery here is friggin' gorgeous, isn't it? Get in there, you devil, you. Can you sort mine out when you get a chance? Muse, is yours acting the Dennis Hickey? Gibbo's after putting an idea in my head of putting all my add-ons on an NVMe. So I have the sim running on an NVMe. Cap Kira, you take care. Good night. All the best. Thanks for joining us. Wombat and Renoir, insane flying tonight, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous. We're getting weird sounds. That's a new bug. Just hear that? That's like totally strange. There's always something wrong with mine. If it's not one thing, it's the other. I'd rather pet a turkey. I'd rather a pet turkey over a cat. Oh yeah, our sounds are shagged. Now they're fixed. That was weird. Look at the state of this place. Always something new with the sim. I agree. Uh-oh. Don't hit the mountain, Murphy. Oh, Jesus, lads, we're quick. Ah, no! Don't hit the second thing, dude! That was close! That was super close! Don't follow me! This is very dangerous! Just... What's going on with me sounds? You can hear the birds! Oh, wait! I know exactly what's wrong! There was nothing wrong with the sounds at all! I'm out of shagging fuel! Ah! Oh no! We're in trouble! Ah no! Well... That was the engine trying to cut out! That's brilliant! That was the engine trying to cut out, and I'm like, oh, it's a stupid bug! Right, quick, you need to start up your machine in the air. Ah, Jesus! Starter! Yes! No! Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Saved it! We saved it! Oh, Jesus. I'm going to edit all this out anyway. Like, there's nothing to worry about here at all, right? If you're re-watching this... Holy crap. Come on, plane, will you start your engines? Yeah, baby! Everything is absolutely sound and well in the... Oh, Jesus, mind the mountain. Everything's grand again! Note to Murph,
It wasn't a sound bug. It was your engines trying to, you know, work with no fuel. Muse, that's a blatant lie. False news. There was no slewing action there at all. Not in the name of... Look at this, though. Hang on a second. Can we play some tunage while... Oh, Jesus. Can we play some tunage while we're doing this? Of course you can, Murph. Of course you can. What'll he press? Ooh. Bit of this? No. No. Ah, this one. No. Where is it? Ah, it's in here. Look, I found it. Okay. We live to fly another day. As Murphy tremendously ran out of fuel, he managed to fix it in the nick of time. I've no fuel tanks, look! Where we're going, we don't need fuel tanks. Follow me! This scenery, though. I mean, look at the state of the mountains here ahead of us. It's only gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. Right, we're heading over this way here now, lads. We're nearly there. Oh, Bossman Gaming in with the raid, man. Welcome aboard, Raiders. Thank you very much indeed. Happy Monday. You join us. Oh, look, my lights are flashing properly now. Look. Jeez. Didn't know they worked. You're very welcome in. Hope you had a great stream. You're about to join us as we try and land at our final destination for this evening.
And so far, so good. Not a single mistake has been made at all. Nope. It's been quite flawless. Can I slow down a tad? Yes. Slow her down? Oh god, yeah. Yeah, hang on, sorry lads. We'll slow her down. Yes. We're slowing down there now for Muse. Paddy last. Alright, Muse. Happens to the best of us, lad. Now, I reckon if we can go into the canyons here, look, you know, and try and locate the runway by flying through some mad canyons. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? There's a very fancy kind of a peak to the mountain up there. Just saying, you know. No comedians, please. Right, let's see what's going to happen here. You tipped your DC-6 on the roof. Oh, Jesus. You know all about last place after Friday. Oh, don't. Oh, come here. Do you know what it did? Fair play to Gibbo. Yesterday, I reinstalled Forza onto an NVMe drive and I don't have half the problems. So just be afraid, lads. It's now running 100 times better and I'm now much faster. And now I'll absolutely wipe the floor or mop the floor with you this coming Friday night when we play some Forza after the stream, right? Jesus, look at this. Can we kind of, escape here to the right? We can. Whoop. Oh my lads, the scenery, look. Look at it! It's going from savage to sweet suffering. Holy J, did you see it? Hang on a second. What does this button do? Can we get some pints of Guinness and Moats and guitars into the chat? It's time to get emotional. Very nice looking. Look at all the emotes. And the crowd goes wild. Deadly. Right. Let us head for home. This is definitely a place we need to go back to. And I think chopper flying here could be amazing. Speaking of chopper flying, there's a couple of good choppers on the way out, including the dreaded CH-47. A Chinook. That's well on the way. I reckon we're going to have a ton of aircraft releases before Christmas. Just, thinking out loud, guessing and stuff. There's Simon ahead of us, look. It's going to be awesome. You really like cheating in Forza? What? What are you talking about, Patrick? Not a single cheat was given. Just my superior driving. My absolute superior driving. Dan Gibbo tried to crash into me twice. He succeeded once. It was good crack. Jesus, we had 12 people racing on Friday. So if you'd like to come for a spin on this Friday night after we're flying, we're going to do a bit of Forza again. Couple of races, nothing kind of, do you know what I mean? And oh, look at that. And I need to get back into some trucking as well, lads. We haven't done trucking in ages. All the, virtual miles are just sitting there. Did you see the Chinook rescue of the Buffalo Air Firebomber? I did not, Kozaki. I didn't. Yeah, nothing competitive. It was good racing on Friday. It was, Ibok. It was great crack. Wombat, that is some serious flying, mate. Holy crap. How does he do it? Hard right. Hard right. There's a little gap in here I want to try. And a lovely little lake. You were using cheat codes on Gibbo. What are you talking about? This is going to be kind of close. Ooh. Oh, wow. Talk about a reveal of scenery, look. Any lower and you need a submarine. I don't know, there's the runway. There's something that may, like, okay. It's one thing going flying in the sim and you go exploring, right? It's a completely different thing when you get to do it with your mates. All of you guys flying along here. It's absolutely brilliant. That's not the runway we're after, by the way. I just thought, we'd have a look at it. What runway is this? It's Falvar or something, is it? It's so inviting, we have to do a very fast low pass. I'm just saying, it needs to be done. Jeez, we're booting here, lads. Top speed. A very low pass over the runway. How are we fixed? Jesus. This is a class looking airport. Look at this. This is deadly. Oh, Jesus. Whoosh. Ha ha ha. Nice. It's all did the same. Brilliant. What a stunning location. What an absolutely stunning location. Okay, don't stall, Murph. Whatever you do, don't stall. All right. I'm allowed to the right. Isn't that gorgeous? So we need to head out over this way. Are those waves in the water? Yeah. Have waves. I'm so impressed with the scenery. I have to say, it's very, very good. There's a church! Do you know what I watched last night before I went to bed, lads? And it's an absolute classic. A Bridge Too Far. I'd like to think of this mission as if we were the cavalry, arriving in to save the day. It's absolutely dead. It's a great movie. A Bridge Too Far. I just can't understand Gene Hackman, though. Getting along. Huh? The Germans. Ah, Jesus, Gene. Who told you to sound out like that? You're supposed to sound like a Polish person. Getting along. Germans. Ah, Jesus. Jesus, look at the mountainous regionus Maximus here. Look at the cut of it. It is superb scenery. There's another tiny bridge. I used to think of the guy whose uncle was played by Gene Hackman in the movie. No way, Mad Meredith. Really? That's incredible. Oh, what a great movie, though. Jesus. No, because it's on for quite a bit. Like, it's a good 3 hours. I was going to watch 12 O'Clock High. You know, that's why Sean Connery in it. It does. It absolutely does. Yeah, Sean Connery. Holy crap, watch your speed. This isn't dangerous looking at all. Holy crap, look at... Hey, everyone, come see how good this looks. All the islands. Each island being independent to the next. Black Ice Gabe, really appreciating the new rig. It's spectacular. I'm so happy for you, Black Ice Gabe. Rob from GG Machines, they do a great job, man. They really do. Look at this, man. Where's the runway? Is that it there? No. Stay going, Merv. I'm loving this scenery. Been watching 12 O'Clock High TV series. Oh, is it good, Scott? I've never noticed that ripple water effect along the coastline. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Jesus, go handy. There's an area, look. Okay, runway in sight. Look at this. Ah, lads, this place is stunning. Let's go out over the islands over here and then circle back in, right? The runway isn't terribly big here. We'll have to be careful. Well, I'll have to be careful. It's very good, especially for an old series. It's black and white. What's the new one? The Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. It's from the guys who brought us Band of Brothers and the Pacific. That's coming out in January, I think, isn't it? I think it's January. Masters of the Air, yeah. I'm really looking forward to that, man. Wow, look at the water mask in here, look. Ah, lads, that is superb looking. Isn't that something? What a stunning location. So yeah, we have a busy week ahead. Then next week, then next. Like, I'm waiting till Friday to buy anything because I want, you know, I want to see, can I get like some cheaper stuff, with, you know, being Black Friday and everything. And then, as I said, once I buy all the stuff, I'm going to need about 72 hours start to finish to, you know, remod the old room, like, you know what I mean? Okay, bring that power out. There's the runway. Easy now, Jemima. So, get the speed down. There's the runway. We want the gear to come down. We're a little bit too fast. Gear down. It started early. We've been expecting even better ones to come. Black Friday sales have already started. That's nuts. Looking forward to seeing Austin Butler. Ooh. Come on, plane. Get that speed up. Easy does it now. It does not like anything less than 200 kilometers here, or 200 knots. Right, this ain't going to be pretty. Jesus. Oh no, me chute won't apply. Ah! Don't go off the runway. Don't go off the runway. Don't go off the... Just no! Jesus, no! We're okay. We're alive. We're okay. Hello? Yeah. Jesus. That was Ryanair, lads. They were impressed. That was not an easy landing. Your brakes are red hot now. Ah, it's okay. The wheels fell off long ago.
Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to park in here. Man, look at this airport. It's beautiful. Park her up there now, Josephine. Oh, you did it. Okay, we got a couple of landings come in. Jesus. Dragon, you just went through the ground. B. Carlo and an F-22 going above us, look. This is an interesting little airport. There's aiming in the Hunter. Look at that. Beautiful. Battle of Britain Hurricane landing there. Oh, it was bad now. It was absolutely bad. There's Rogers RC-75 and a Hawk. Nice one. Nice livery, man. Is there a tutorial on how to start flights for FireFly Air? I'm lost. GNAC, there is. If you go to TwoTomMurphy.com, go to FireFly Air, there is a full wiki. 6 knots built a wiki. You see it there. I'll show you. Let me see. So, TwoTomMurphy.com. Ramble over to here. And you go to FireFly Air. And just click on FireFly Air Wiki. It's up the top there, look. So FireFly Air Wiki, initial setup, hit the little down or the down button thingy, and it explains everything about it. How to register, how to apply, download LRM, how everything connects, how you get it working, the whole shoot and shebang. Then, first things to do, right? Before your flight, choosing a flight, it's all there. Then your operation guides, and then our stats. And how the stats work. It's awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. GNAC, you did that and is it working? You need to make sure that you have FSU IPC up and running. And that should get you in. But if you're stuck, let me know over in Discord. We'll definitely get you sorted. You know what I mean? Lads, thank you very, very much. That was such an amazing flight tonight. And I didn't crash once. Because I edited it, but now I'll edit that bit out as well, right? But it's been so incredible getting to fly with you guys. The scenery was absolutely stunning, wasn't it? It was just stunning. Your flying, as always, is just superb. And it's so great seeing so many people flying with us each and every week. I absolutely love it. It was fabulous. So that is it for this evening. We're back to you on Wednesday night, bringing you all this week's Flight Sim news, a couple of add-ons and previews, and also our Black Friday list and our come on Muse fan, he landed it, look, and have a look at our Christmas shopping list to see what's going to be fairly good, and hopefully just some good deals to get next week as well. So I want to thank Wombat, hide the wallet, mate. Put it in the freezer. Dougal, do the same. Just put the wallets in the freezer. You don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you all so very, very much indeed, lads. I really, really do appreciate everyone tuning in, supporting, and just hanging out. I absolutely live for this stuff. Getting to spend my time with you. It's wonderful. It's a great release. It's hobby number one, and it's brilliant. So thank you very, very much indeed. To our friends on YouTube, I need to press a button now. And we'll see you again really, really soon on YouTube. Take care, lads. All the best. So, next up then, as I press that button,